you were on September 11th, 2001. For so many, that day is etched in memory forever. Here in Sacramento, we honor those we lost through a powerful tradition, the 9/11 Memorial Climb, 110 stories to match the height of the Twin Towers. Joining me to share what it means to take on that challenge is Public Information Officer. We have Captain Justin Sylvia from the Sacramento Fire Department. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
So I have to ask you, do you remember where you were on September 11th, 2001?
I do. I'm going to age myself, but I was 19 years old working at Rayleigh's. Customers were coming in and they were talking about the event that occurred. We didn't really know because we were working, bagging groceries. Once they started talking about it, a number of us went up to the break room and turned the TV on and just watched the aftermath of what was going on.
I think that's something that so many of us did. We were kind of glued to the television screen, seeing how everything unfortunately played out. How would you say September 11th, if it did, how did that shape you personally, and if at that time influenced your path towards becoming a firefighter, public information officer in the role that you're in now?
So I was already on the path to becoming a firefighter. I was taking classes, college level classes at American River College for fire technology. So seeing that large scale event, one of the biggest ones in American history, that really pushed me forward to want to do it more. A lot of people think that it would scare you off, but it kind of pushed you further to get into the career field.
Yeah, and I mean, we know Sacramento wasn't ground zero, but the call to serve transcends across locations. So what does 9/11 mean to you and your fellow firefighters more than 2 decades later?
So a lot of our members who are still on actually went to ground zero through our Urban Search and Rescue Team, Task Force 7. They were one of the only planes in the sky that day flying to New York to get to ground zero to start helping, removing victims, and just doing whatever they could on that incident. So that was a very big deal to our department. And it's just in the fire service as a whole, we're a family. This is a brother and sisterhood. So seeing those members die that day was very devastating to the fire service.
Yeah, and I mean, so many people remembering 9/11, kind of having that remembrance of that, and there's something that's been created here locally in Sacramento for that. So for those who are unfamiliar, what is the Sacramento 9/11 Memorial Climb, and what does it represent?
So the 9/11 stair climb that we have in Sacramento started in 2008. We had to take a few years off for COVID, but what it is everyone putting full turnouts on, our full protective gear that we wear, and putting a nameplate of one of the fallen firefighters over their nameplate and carrying that up 110 flights of stairs. We don't have a building that's 110 flights, so they do it multiple times up and down until they reach 110 flights. Once they do get to the top of the building, the rooftop, there are 2 lockers there, and they ring a bell very ceremoniously, and they take that nameplate and they go hang it in the locker. So it's very symbolic for us. And
you said each climber carries the name of a firefighter. Talk about the significance of that. What's kind of the impact that it has on people when they do that?
Once 9/11 happened, we started saying never forget. And this is just some way to remember the fallen and to bring those 343 names up to that rooftop.
And then how can Sacramentans who maybe aren't firefighters still support your efforts?
Come out. Come out to the Esquire building right on K Street. We're going to be there. Also on the 9/11 stair climb website that you guys can probably link to your website, there is an area on that page to donate. And that money goes back to New York to the Widows and Orphans Fund. And we've been sending money back there for years.
Yeah, well, it's amazing that there's something like that here for people to partake in. What's been the response from people when they do this 9/11 stair climb, memorial climb? What's been the response?
It just kind of takes our career to another level. They just see the camaraderie and the brother and sister who come together. I mean, it's painful. You're climbing 110 flights of stairs in full turnout gear and just pushing everyone forward. Come on, we got this. It's just a very big team building exercise, I would say.
Yeah, well, we encourage our viewers to come out there. Justin, thanks so much for joining us and telling us more about it, and for all that you do as well, too.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for more information. For all the details on how to take part or show your support, just head to sac911memorialclimb.com.